welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, my name is Vera Zaoli and don't forget to subscribe. Okay girls, well this is my updated face routine and my eyebrow routine. I know I have not made any videos where I'm doing my eyebrows or anything, so I was like, why not just put it in this video and show you what I've been doing lately and also my face routine. You know, I know a lot of girls are curious because this video was highly requested for my face routine. So if you are curious on how I beat this face and how I did this brows, just keep on watching. If you are trying to achieve a very flawless luminous look, the first thing to do is get a very good moisturizer. I'm using the Garnier Skin Active Refreshing Gel Cream. I just love how this thing works on my skin and all my clients love it as well. Second step on to have a beautiful face is to cover any imperfections. My imperfections are my huge humongous pores, so I'm taking the Benefit Porefessional to cover those up. This all depends on you, but I love a dewy face, so I am spraying my face with some MAC Fix Plus. You are trying to achieve a very beautiful, bold, bushy eyebrows. I really highly recommend the Anastasia Dip Brow. You can build it up as much as you can. It is so creamy, very pigmented, and it's just so good. When it comes to eyebrows, you always want to start brushing upward. When you brush upward, it's when you get your best shape, as opposed to if you brush them downward, you know, you cannot really see your shape very well. So you just always do want to brush upward. Dipping into that dip brown, I'm really trying to get the product into the brush. I like to take my brow more outward than what it already is. And as I'm approaching my brush to the front of my brow, I'm just keeping my hand very light and I'm putting the lightest pressure into the brow. The best way you can get your eyebrow, girls, is always lifting up your eyebrow as so. And that's when you get your perfect shape, because that's where you know you're gonna talk, you're gonna move gestures, so you always do want to keep it, you know, with your eyebrow lift, and you can get your perfect curve right there. And don't forget to always keep brushing your brow. Okay, like I said, you always want to lift your brow upward, and you're just gonna follow that natural shape your brow is doing while you're lifting it up. As you can see, right here is where I see the high point of my brow, so this is where I'm creating my arc. And as I'm approaching to the front, I just keep my hand very light. And now we're just going to focus on filling up the brow. So I'm putting the most pressure into the end of my brow, because this is where I like for it to be dark, not to the front. And as I'm going to the front, I'm just keeping my hand very light, and I'm doing upward motions to kind of keep the illusion of my brow. And once you think you're done, you just want to go back and brush all the product away. You don't want the product to just clog into one place. You want to spread out the product and make your eyebrows look a little bit more natural and hairy. So next, I'm just taking my NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer to clean my brows. And this is a part where you just clean off anywhere where you feel like you did any mistakes. This is actually the part where you have to be very precise. And you want to raise your eyebrow as well while you're doing this step. And then you just go back and brush your brow once again. And there you have your difference, girls. This is my brow before I do it, and this is my brow after I do it. I know, girls, it's like Instagram versus reality. So for foundation, I'm going to take my all-time favorite, which is a Smashbox 15-Hour Hydration Foundation. Oh my goodness, girls, this foundation is just amazing. It's not just waterproof, sweat-proof, humidity-proof, everything proof, but it has an amazing coverage, and I I just love this foundation so much. And lately I've been over obsessing mixing this dewy primer with my foundations. This is a NYX Dew Me Up primer. Oh my goodness, girls. I love how this makes my foundation stay all day and how it just applies to my face, and it just looks so dewy. It looks so beautiful. I saw this new Tarte beauty sponge on Kristen Dominic's channel. Oh my god, girls, this sponge is so nice. Like, I'm not even kidding. It is so good. I don't know what it is about it that's just really nice. Okay, so if you have not heard about the new Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, I don't know where you have been, but I really got it, so I was under a rock. And oh my god, girls, it's so true what they said about this concealer. Like, it just sets on your face so nice. I've always have a problem with concealers creasing under my eyes and everything, but this concealer does not do that. Like, it's just magic. Like, you put it and at first it's just like but like 3 minutes later it's just like amazing. Like, oh, it's so gorgeous. I did get it in a very light color because I love for my under eyes and on my areas where I highlight for it to be very bright. I don't know, it's weird, but it's just me. So I got mine in fair neutral. So basically it's just this a very big concealer. So I'm just going to bring it all the way to the side of my nose and just bring it outward as so. And I like to bring some into my chin, my cupid's bow, and on the top I just love to draw a marijuana sign, and on my nose I just draw a thin line just down my nose. Okay, so I know at first this is gonna look weird once I blend out everything. It's gonna be very light, but just watch, girls, it's gonna turn out really nice, so just be patient. So I'm just gonna blend this with my Tarte beauty sponge. And to bake, obviously I'm taking my usual airspun and translucent extra coverage. I love this thing, but what I do hate about it, it's so messy, girls, but I just love it so much. I'm just going to set it for right now. I'm not going to bake. So for my contour, I'm going to take my Hoola bronzer by Benefit, and I'm going to take it with my Zoeva 110 brush. I like to take a brush and just take some powder and apply it right here into my cheekbone, so whenever I do apply my contour shades, it won't move my foundation. It could just be set into my face. Okay, so what I like doing right here is I like to take this brush and focus it on the very tip of my ear and slightly bring it downward. This is where I want my cheekbone to be. Next, I'm going to take my Too Faced Heart Bronzer and Sweet Tea with my Zoeva 127 angled brush. I'm going to use this to bronze up my face. So wherever I did place that cheekbone, I'm just going slightly over with this bronzer. What I like about this bronzer is that it gives you like a loomy finish. So like I said, I've been really into those loomy looks, dewy. So I love how this just makes my face look. Now I'm just gonna contour my nose. So now that I have that, now I'm gonna bake. And I'm just going to apply this to wherever I did highlight. Okay, so you're just gonna let this sit in like 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so I went ahead and put my liner and my lashes off camera. So now I'm just gonna take a brush and I'm just going to wipe all this powder off my face. Oh, my eyelash came off. Oops. And then I just like taking the brush we used for my bronzer with no additional product and just going over the parts where I did apply bronzer because that powder kind of just washed it off a little bit. Okay, so for blush, I'm going to take the MAC brush in Modern Mandarin. It's such a beautiful color, girls. I've been just obsessed with orangey peachy blushes lately, so this is a really, really good one. So every time I apply blush, I like to sort of smile a little bit and apply it into the apples of my cheeks. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to apply it right here into the circle. I'm just going to kind of stretch it up a little bit to kind of keep the structure of my face. Okay, so for highlight, I've been so obsessed with this one lately. This is a Becca cream highlight in the shade Pearl. Okay, funny story, girls. I've had this highlighter for the longest time just sitting into my drawers, and suddenly I picked it up one day and I was like, okay, let me use it. And when I used it, I was just like, whoa. I was like, this stuff is real. Like, I'm not even kidding. This gives you such a, like, natural glow. It looks like you're just glowing from beneath. It doesn't look chalky, it doesn't look powdery, it doesn't look glittery. It just looks like a glow. So I've just been obsessed with this, and this is how it looks. It is really, really white, but girls, trust me, it is amazing. So I'm gonna use this, and what I like doing is I like spraying my face with Fix Plus, just so the highlighter can sit more into my face and come out more vibrant. And I like to spray my sponge, and I like dipping into the highlighter like this, and I just go like going like that into my hand, just so like a lot of product cannot just go into my face. I can build up the intensity. So I'm just going to start placing this highlighter into my cheekbones. So while I'm applying this, I'm kind of just blending it all together. I'm blending out the edges while I'm putting it. And I like putting some above my eyebrow to kind of give me an eyebrow lift. And I just like to go with my finger and melt down the product. And then I just like taking my original sponge that I used, and I like just going over those spots just so they won't be too intense and be a little bit more flat into my face. Hello, girls. So this is the final result on my current face routine and my eyebrows routine. I'm really hoping you girls enjoyed this video and got some tips along the way and found this video helpful. And if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe now. Hit that like button if you really enjoyed this video, and drop your love in the comments below. So until next time, mwah!